episode 33 of season 333 of the May Contain Action podcast. My name is Paul. I am joined by my co-host, former head coach of the Chicago Bulls, Trevor May.
What? That's the most random thing you've ever done. Oh, yes, it's me, Steven Jackson Trevor May.
Steven Jackson Trevor May. And of course, not to be outdone, two-time gold medalist in the luge, Pete is here.
Luge. Wow.
The luge.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you seem like a luge guy.
Yeah. But I
Like
played basketball, but yet he's the head coach of the Chicago Bulls. Okay.
Look, I'm not.
Fine.
Look, it's your lives, all right? You got a problem with it. Maybe look in the mirror. You know, I didn't choose to be a head coach of the Chicago Bulls.
Every time you talk about the 90s Chicago Bulls, what's the first thing that pops in your head?
What's his name? The coach.
Steven Jackson?
No, freaking
Steve Kerr?
It's Phil Jackson, by the way.
Phil Jackson. Now,
Steven Jackson's the football player. I keep saying that. Sorry.
Steven Jackson is an Oregon State legend. Yeah. Sorry, come on. Phil Jackson. No, I think of the intro music.
Oh,
so good.
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic.
One of those days, just go back and rewatch like the 90s Bulls intros, and you're like, yeah, the NBA peaked here.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But my high school stole that intro 100%. We played it for ours.
Definitely.
Our varsity. I think a lot of kids did.
Guys, don't forget it's Michael Jordan's fault that Jerry Reinsdorf thinks he's a good owner of sports teams now, though. So we can blame him a little bit for that.
That goes over my head. I don't know who that is.
The guy who owns the Bulls also owns the White Sox, who are about to be the worst team in history.
Didn't they just hit 120 losses?
They tied it. They tied the record. Yeah. They need one more loss to break the record, and there's 7 games left. So,
oh no,
they're 9-49 since the All-Star break.
Their Twitter is hilarious, by the way. Like, all they post is just final. You can check the score in the MLB app.
Oh no.
That's awesome though. Like, that's fantastic. Self-aware. I mean, it's crazy. Do they at least let them comment on the
Yeah, let me see.
Well, they got that over the
one.
A's. That's so funny.
There was a couple other ones that are funny.
I love that.
Do you know the meme where it's the car that's going on the off ramp or staying on the street on the highway?
No. Oh yeah. Yes, like spinning out. Yep.
I'm just gonna send this to you. It's the admin. It says admin is the car. The off ramp is literally anything else, and straight ahead is post final score. That's their post for the final score. I just put it to you guys on Discord. So
that's so good.
I mean, at this point, I bet you the players think it's funny too.
Final, the number of runs we scored was not greater than the numbers of run they scored.
Oh my god,
that's very self-aware.
High quality. Awesome. Got to make fun of yourself. That's how you get through life.
You got to do it.
IMO. I wonder how Jerry feels about these posts, though. That's one thing that's funny. Anyway, sorry, I keep bringing him up. There was a big article about.
Hey, you really did everything all right?
Dude, he's just another John Fisher wannabe. It's just it just drives me nuts. I'm tired of these people. So I'm gonna actually just destroy them tomorrow on my show. But that's not now. Now we're catching up with the boys. Pete and Paul, what have you guys been up to? What does this week bring? Pete, you want to start us off? We haven't seen you in a while.
Pete and Paul. A lot. Working like crazy, which is a good thing, right? Like making money is great. Can't complain on that.
I hear.
Doing a lot of stuff for NIL, and now that it's football season, that has been ramped up 10x, tenfold. Like, it's just ridiculous. That's really been it, man. Like, I'm not kidding. That's been my life, sun up to sundown. It's just been
that being married and having a partner too.
Yeah, being married. You know,
he's like,
working out, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I haven't even played a video game in like 3 weeks.
It's happening.
It's just been that, man.
It's happening.
Like, I don't even have an obsessed topic. Like, I don't even have. I guess that's not true. I've kind of been obsessed with like running. I think that's kind of gotten me a little bit.
Okay.
Weird.
I know, right? I kind of bought these Nike shoes that have the what's the plates that are in them that were banned. I'm blanking on them,
Yeah,
but they're like
the spring things. Yeah.
yeah. And
You
so
told
I
us about
bought
this
a
a couple weeks ago.
pair, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah, we talked
like
about that. Yeah.
running like 5Ks on the treadmill, like no problem. And I've never done that before, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. I'm gonna keep doing this. So
Yeah.
maybe
All the
that,
shoes.
but yeah, it's the shoes, right?
What are those shoes called again? We talked about them before.
The Alpha Flies.
Alpha Flies. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, they're a
So
sharp looking shoe too. They look good.
yeah, I mean, they're definitely nice. They're a little overkill for me though. They're definitely meant for like real runners and like real marathon people.
Oh, sure.
But I don't give a shit. I'm bougie.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? If you want to do it.
Dude,
Frickin' do.
Klarna is a beautiful thing, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
What is?
Klarna.
Pay as you go.
Pay as you go, man.
Put it off, dude.
Yeah.
Just
it's
put
like
it off.
it's like credit, but
yeah.
with your debit card, so you don't like incur interest and like ruin your credit score.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
do these things not affect your credit score at all?
No, because it pulls from your bank account and debit card.
So like Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna.
Yeah.
But do you pay just a little bit more money? They have to make money somehow.
How do they?
Yeah,
not
it's
make-
like if I put in like $100, it's like, oh, your total is going to be like 102, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Oh,
But
so
like-
yeah, they do a little like it's almost like a transaction fee.
Yeah,
Just to spread it out, so they pay it for you and then you pay them back.
but I'm telling you, man, this holiday season, like look into that because you can cut a lot of like blunt force expenses with that.
Blunt force expenses. First
Yeah,
of all, taking that.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I
like
do.
when
Yeah.
when you
Lump
have
sum
those
stuff.
days where you're just like,
Oh,
how did
yeah.
I spend this much money?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I definitely
know.
said. I'm like, how did she spend this much money?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did she?
Yeah,
There
that's
you
a
go.
better way to. Well, I mean,
Chill
you
out.
did buy like 17 lenses in one day. It felt like.
I did just buy a Rivian also.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
you
was a lot
did.
of money in one day.
Love that text, by the way.
Oh, so sick. Well, dude, first of all, I want to point this out. Not a Klarna sponsorship. You guys are probably like, wow, that was really clever. You guys just snuck that in. No,
Yeah, no, not.
we're available, but no. No. Well, that's awesome, man. The NIL, we figured, I mean, football started. Honestly, I have friends that just play fantasy football and they disappear when football season starts and they don't even work in it. They're just like, I
Yeah.
have to watch it. You don't exist anymore. I'm going to watch and only think about that.
Fantasy? Goodness gracious.
Dang, which we will
Dude, I
talk
can't
about.
get
in-
into fantasy. I cannot get into fantasy sports. It's so weird to me.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
Not for everybody.
It's starting to happen to me actually. But
Oh no,
Paul,
Yo.
what have you been up to? How's everything? How's everything going? Have you made
Hey.
any food lately? Have you tried to make my pork yet? I know that sounds
Dude,
weird.
well, couple things. The wife and kids are going to be going on a little bit of a trip down to Pennsylvania, which means your boy is going to be home alone for like 4 days. And I am so going to miss my kids. I'm going to miss my kids so much. I'm going to miss them. And,
You will about 36 hours in, but the first day,
Yeah. Oh, first day. Oh, it's going to be great.
What's that initial Grubhub order going to be?
Dude, shut your mouth. It's going to be birria tacos.
There you go. Boom.
birria.
I knew it. I knew it. The minute she's gone, you're loading that app up. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what hour of the day it
Oh.
is.
Oh, God.
I just like
Dude.
I'm like, what candy can I get? That's what I'm like. What just gratuitous huge bag of candy can I order? Because she wouldn't be like, hey, what are you doing?
You are a child. My goodness.
And I'm like, I don't even want this. I'm just rebelling.
I don't even want.
I'm just
Yeah,
rebelling.
it's like my thing. Like I need, like I don't know. I love tacos, and there have been more taco places opening up around me, and I'm just like, blah, 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 blah.
Awesome.
So I'm excited about that. So I actually might make those when they're gone. Other than that, I've actually been into coffee makers recently.
Aw.
Yeah. My coffee maker is Suspect. We have the same one, Trevor. I think still
The Terra Cafe one.
the Terra Cafe. Yep.
Okay.
And mine just started tripping my GFI outlet. I was like, oh boy.
What?
So I plugged it into a non-GFI outlet, and then it started to sizzle. And I was like, well,
That
that
might be dying.
is a bad thing. So my buddy, who actually works with coffee machines, is looking at it now, seeing if it's broken. But I've already mentally moved on, and I'm like, I hope this thing doesn't work because I'm already gone to the next one. Doing all this research on espresso machines, Breville, right? Okay, Ninja just came out with one. It's sold out almost immediately. Right, like I'm all over the place. I'm like looking at tamps. How am I going to tamp this down? how many grams are necessary for the right espresso. I'm going a little bit nuts. So some could say I'm obsessed with it.
But you're not like on the TK, because that's the TK1 you have. The TK2's out.
TK1 has they burn me too much, man. They burn me too much.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't handle
on
it. Dude, it was very quick. I had the weakest coffee ever after I sent it in for a warranty repair. I got it back and I had weak coffee, just weak, just like watery. And I was like, I don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe I didn't clean it. I'm trying to like call them, like they're not getting back to me. It was probably like 3 months, 4 months. I just didn't drink coffee because I couldn't get a good cup of coffee. Turns out there's some sort of hidden Easter egg freaking menu that I could tell you about. You don't even know about. You have to like hold control, delete on this thing. There's a menu and it controls the grind amount. I'm like, why is this hidden? It was at 0. So I heard the grinder go like, bzz, and then that was it. I'm like, that's not enough beans.
What?
Anyway, it's a whole thing, dude.
I
It's
probably
like,
don't know about that either.
I know. I'm like, why is this hidden? Why would you set this to 0 and then send it to me?
It's not the best UI. I gotta admit, it's not.
It's an awful
scaling
UI.
it. It's keep telling me to do it, and I just did it. And how do I turn that off? You know what I mean?
You can't turn it off. It's like impossible. So
Also, if you don't refill the water tank, it's gonna beep for 10 hours.
it will beep forever.
Do it now.
Yeah. Refill the water tank now. I don't care if your baby's crying. Yeah, it's bad.
Well,
so
I hope you get
I'm kind of
what you're
moving
looking
on.
for.
Yeah. Right now I'm looking at the Ninja, because I have a $500 gift card to Best Buy, so it's got to be at Best Buy. The Ninja Luxe Cafe. Got outstanding reviews. People freaking love it. They're losing their minds over this thing. It's beautiful. And I really want it. So that's what I'm obsessed with. What's going on with me? Tacos and coffee.
Tacos and coffee. Paul with the food. Always. Speaking of, though, I can hang a little bit. I did my first low and slow Traeger pork shoulder. We did
so good.
Pulled carnitas. We did carnitas.
Yes.
It was really good. The marinade's sick. The thing is, though, there is a lot. Like I realized, there's a lot of cayenne pepper in it. Like a lot. Like a whole lot. Like it's
too much?
it's spicy. It's just like it hits you and you're like, oh, it says spice, and then it's just hot. It's staying hot.
Okay.
Please stop.
Staying
and then
hot.
then I think we got some guac that was like spicier than I thought it was gonna be. So I was like, oh, we're hitting this from 2 directions. This is probably too much. So I'm not. I like spicy. I wish I could eat it more, but like my sinuses go crazy to the point where like now I'm uncomfortable. I just like yeah,
Dude.
like my eyes start watering and stuff. I'm like, I don't like this. This isn't fun.
Have you had a sinus
Pete from across the room? What?
Yeah, I know, right? Sorry. Have you had?
What'd you say? Sinuses?
Have you had like a jam sinus, and then you went to like a sushi restaurant and you just took like a thing of wasabi and ate it before?
Yes.
No.
And then you feel it go up your nose, and you're like, it's almost like when Thanos puts his glove on, and you're just like, yes, and it just like clears everything all at once.
You call him Thanos?
He did.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I made it a singular version of Thanos. I don't know why I turned it from a plural to a singular. But when Thanos had the glove on,
what is a singular Thanos? A Thanos.
when that happened, that's what it feels like, dude. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's having sinus issues. Just take a whole glob of wasabi, eat it.
Just rip it.
Imagine doing that, but then doing the thing that you always say in the shower. You know, you go in the shower.
Yeah,
the towel
room
by the door.
Yep.
Steam room. Wasabi.
Steam room. Also, get yours checked. I had a problem with that recently. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now.
What?
You think that people just skip this part and just get to the movie? Because I bet you they do.
I think we have stats on that.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the Discord if you're like, yeah, I hate the beginning. Stop it. So we probably won't stop it, but maybe it'll be shorter. I don't know.
At least
we'll probably ignore you. But at least we'll know.
Yeah,
at least it'll be a conscious decision.
Knowledge is power.
So yeah, pork. And then I'm actually making some homemade fried chicken tonight. So it's marinating right now in the buttermilk concoction.
Buttermilk.
And then we're gonna fry up some good old fashioned, some real fries, not air frying. We're not doing all that BS. We're gonna dip them in oil, like big boys.
Oh,
right? It's gonna be good. And I think there's a salad. I don't really care about that. So we're That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been up to. And I've watched like 15 movies as usual. What can I do for my check-in there? What movie should you watch? I watch Waterworld. You can skip that one.
Oh yeah, that one's oof.
Yeah, that was a swing and miss. I'm realizing how much I hate Dennis Hopper as a bad guy. I just hate him. I'm like, dude, I know I'm supposed to hate him because he's the villain in every movie
Yes.
in 1990 from 1992 to 1998. But he's the same guy every time. I don't like it. What else did I watch? I watched Waterboy, which is today's movie. Like that segue. Gotcha. All right,
Nice
let's
segue,
get into
buddy.
it, guys. Let's get into it. We
dope.
watched Adam Sandler's masterpiece, in my opinion, 1998's The Waterboy. Little background on this one. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. What do they have in common? Adam Sandler and Happy Madison Productions. 1995 to 1996, they were big hits. We all know about Adam Sandler's tenure on SNL with the lunch lady skits and all the songs and his brand of humor. He took that into movies, which I would argue he was much more successful doing movies than he was in SNL, which is not always the case. Actually, it's rarely the case. Actually, it's never the case.
Yeah.
There's a few people that's happened to, but more and more, especially recently, it's not happening very often. So the concept of the Waterboy came directly from Sandler's desire to craft a unique character who, despite his odd quirks, would win the audience sympathy. I love Bobby Bouchet. He is the easiest guy to love.
Yes.
And so I'd say that's a success. This is another example. Last week's show on Talladega Nights, we had the writing duo, another SNL and head writer duo of Adam McKay and Will Ferrell. This is before them. This is Adam Sandler and Tim Hurley. Tim Hurley was also a writer in SNL and was the head writer for a while, and then became Adam's kind of duo partner. He also helped write The Wedding Singer. He helped write Happy Gilmore. I think he produced Billy Madison. Batty Millicent? Is that
Batty Millicent.
That's crazy. So he shows up everywhere, and he also kind of looks like Chris Farley, which is, I think, just coincidence.
Yeah.
But he does look like him a little bit. But they came up with this, and then they went and got the director of The Wedding Singer, which is another really great Adam Sandler movie, in my opinion. Frank Karachi, I think. Karachi? I think it's Karachi.
Karachi, yeah.
I think that's how it's pronounced. So,
Karachi.
Crotch, sure.
Yeah.
So, one of the big cool things about this movie, one of the hardest people for them to get was actually Mama Bouchet, who is played by Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates is an amazing actress, who was doing like just dramatic work. Like she was like trying to get. She was in the like awards conversation with her drama work, and she at first did not want to do this movie because she was like, I think it's going to be stupid, and I don't want to be connected with something stupid. And then she crushes it when she ends up saying yes. I think she is probably one of the best parts about this movie, if not the best, along with Henry Winkler, who, if you guys a lot of people who went back and watched or have seen this recently, they're like, where, besides the show Barry, where have I seen him? Happy Days. He's the Fonz, guys.
He's the Fonz, baby.
So the Fonz, Henry Winkler as Coach Klein, was an amazing cast, though. I think that our recast later is going to be even better. Trust it. So it kind of just came together this way, and Kathy Bates was the biggest, I think, the hardest one to get, that took the longest to do. But once they got them together, this movie is launched it comes out in 1998 on a budget of $23 million, 23% of an Emperor's New Groove, and makes $190 million worldwide.
Crushed it.
Let's give him a little bit of a
round
of applause for that. That's very, very nice. It did not come out to critical acclaim, but as probably you guessed it, the people loved it. We have Adam Sandler as Bobby Bouchet, Kathy Bates as Mama Bouchet, Henry Winkler as Coach Klein, Fairuza Balk as Vicky Valancourt, Jerry Reed. Oh, I love Jerry Reed as Red Bolu. I love these French names too.
Yeah.
And then we have the usual cast of characters. His four best friends: Peter Dante, Alan Covert, Jonathan Logren, and Blake Clark. If you don't know who they are, Blake Clark plays the guy with the Cajun accent you can't understand. Jonathan Logren is the cross-eyed dude Alan Covert is someone. Peter Dante's quarterback. Who is Covert in this? I don't think he is.
Covert?
No, Covert's not in this one.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's noticeably not. So, Covert's Peter Dante's boyfriend in Big Daddy.
Oh wait, no, he's in it.
Alan Covert?
Yeah, he is. He's the guy who says Joe Montana was a quarterback. You crazy.
Oh, he does.
Asshole.
He has the fake. Yeah, he has the fake teeth in. He is in it. Yes, he is. Which it's funny that he got that role. It's like the smallest role out of all of them by far.
Yeah.
But I think they probably just draw straws. That's probably how it works. So all of these guys are actually at least first was Dante was Adam Sandler's best friend, and then like kind of the friend group built from there, and they kind of met each other along the way, and they just kept putting themselves in each other's movie. Where eventually Alan Covert actually takes over as the lead in Grandma's Boy, which is also made by Hyde Madison, and Adam Sandler's the one that's not in it, which is interesting.
I guess he wasn't in it.
That's another movie we should watch. So this crew has worked together a lot, and that's why we see these same guys in all these movies, and it really works. And you don't see that very often anymore. I feel like you don't see a group of 4 actors.
No, I mean I feel like the last time was Grown Ups, right?
Yeah,
that was
maybe
also
that's why they don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
but even then, like that's not really the same cast because like Mr. Deeds is one that I always think about. I'm trying to think of the other movies like that. What is it? Obviously Waterboy, Little Nicky. Like it was always the same people, but I think one that is kind of similar is Shaun. Is it who's the people that did like the Shaun of the Dead?
Oh yeah, that
what's his name?
People.
Not Sean Penn, right? Is that his name?
No.
Yeah. No, not Sean Penn. What's his name? Why am I blanking on his name? Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg. Yeah.
Oh,
him and that. What's it? Nick Frost. That's the other one.
Nick Frost from Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead.
Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, The World's End. Which, by the way, great film. I don't know if you've seen that.
It is also great. Yeah.
Oh,
the Beer Crawl. Yeah. It's great. By
yeah,
the way, the same director in all those too.
Yeah, that's another one where I feel like it was the same cast, regardless of what it was.
I love that. They're like little filmmaking crews, and they always start out not with Adam Sandler and them because they did SNL, but like they made skits and stuff first, and then they make movies. And
yes,
I think this is what's going to happen now in independent film. We're going to see a lot of people who are nepo babies, so people's children making movies, which I think is great because there's no better way to learn the ins and outs than like to be on set all the time when you're a kid. So I'm not like I think it sucks that you get an in, but at the same time, like how to do it, and a lot of times they're good right away, which I like.
Yes,
namely like Zoe Kravitz. Her first movie was Blink Twice recently, and it's by all accounts a really great debut, and people liked it. So that kind of stuff's awesome. Or we're gonna get like YouTube improv groups making movies. And I think YouTube's the next big wave of like comedy films.
You're already seeing YouTubers in film and TV and stuff like making the transition over. So
we are. There's a bunch of YouTubers that actually stop making YouTube videos because they are making movies.
There you go.
And I think that the industry is changing so much. Like Hollywood's kind of people are like just kind of shunning. Like young people don't want to go there to pursue it anymore because it's just a nightmare. It's a nightmare, and no one wants to wait 15 years to get an opportunity to like assistant produce some terrible movie.
Yeah.
Right. So they're just kind of making them themselves. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting, and this is kind of the old version of that before YouTube existed. The movie wildly successful. The character of Bobby Bouchet was voted as one of the top 10 movie sports heroes by ESPN in 2005. Didn't know that.
Did not know that either.
That's pretty sweet. And most of the football scenes were filmed in a minor league baseball stadium in Orlando, which is so random. But I look at how it's put together. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of wider than a football field would be.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me.
They show all the rundown areas in Florida. Was that also
the rundown areas?
Like garbage? Was that filmed in Florida?
Probably. Or Louisiana. It could have been Louisiana.
Yeah, a few Florida.
But you know what? There's no mountains and there's swamps everywhere. It could be either one.
Yeah, true.
Adam Sandler's Cajun accent was based on a friend of his from college, and he stayed in character between takes.
Of course he did.
So he did the stutter and just all of it.
Of course he did.
So I love it. I just love it. I love it so much. I love him. But so we are going to get into categories here in one moment. But first, take a little bit of break and give you an ad. Guys, did you know that this episode of the Make It in Action podcast is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy? And that now you can get some free stuff just by signing up with our code MCA. Did you know that?
What?
Pete, did you know that? I actually don't know. Pete, did you know that?
Pete, did you know that?
I did
Pete,
not.
Did you know that?
Tell me more.
I will
Head
tell
coach
you more.
of the Chicago Bulls. Tell me more.
Maybe I
Former.
shouldn't be doing fantasy because I own a team. The easiest way for you to get in on this special is by downloading their app or going to underdogfantasy.com and use code MCA when you create an account. Every single week, they have promotions going where you get kind of a freebie. Sometimes it's, the first week was Travis Kelce catching one pass. I think that's a pretty good, there's a pretty good chance that's going to happen. Or you can just play it straight up. You can do pick'ems where you just go higher or lower on whatever the number is they give you. You can play in weekly leagues. You can do really small buy-ins down to $5 per if you want. Those are the types of things that I am messing around with because those people tend to be my skill level, but I'm having a good time. If you have already registered but haven't deposited, you still can use the promo code. You can get started today and come play along with myself, Paul, and even Pete at Underdog Sports. Claim your special pick plus first-time deposit of up to $250 in bonus cash with code MCA on Underdog Fantasy. Thank you. Woo-woo! Go sign up right now. We will wait. I'm just kidding. We're not going to put a little break in there. That would be weird. It's a podcast. All right, back to the show. All right, guys, categories.
Categories.
Guessing the ratings. We got Rotten Tomatoes. We got IMDb. And we got Letterboxd. Good
Yeah.
luck.
Oh,
Godspeed.
Okay. I'll go first as is customary.
Oh.
It is customary. It's our custom. I'm going to go 77 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to go 6.9 IMDb. I'm going to go 2.9 Letterboxd. No. 3.2 Letterboxd.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Oh boy, this is tough. I'm gonna go 52% Rotten Tomatoes.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go 4 for IMDb, and I'm gonna go 2.5 for Letterboxd. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that 50% ish line.
Okay.
Own it.
All right. Rotten Tomatoes. The audience score is a 71, but
Dang it.
the critics are a 33, which averages out to a 52.
Boom.
Damn.
Wow. Nice. Unfortunately, Pete, the other two were bad. IMDb is a 6.2, which is actually a little lower than I thought it would be. Thought they would like it a little bit more. And Letterboxd is actually, Paul, you had it right the first time at 2.9, which is lower than I thought it would be. I was actually surprised. Like this, people were like, "Oh, this is like the 5th best, Adam Sandler movie." Which I mean, you could make the case, at least from this era. But I'm just like, I'd put it higher than that. I just think it's the whole football angle, which Adam Sandler loves sports. We know that. So maybe it was just the sport. Really? I don't know. I watched it again. I was like, I'm looking through this from like a movie making lens more now, trying to. And even then, I was like, dude, some of these, there are some hat on a hat jokes in here. There are some little things people are saying under their breath that are really funny that I didn't notice before, which we'll talk about in a moment. But like, I thought it was good. But good guesses, great job. But always go with your first guess, man. Always
foolish.
Occam's razor, bro. It's usually the most simple answer. You know what I mean? Today we have a big question, and I want your guys' opinion. This is an opinion to start before we get into the actual scenes of the movie.
Okay.
Which do you prefer more? What the frick am I? What's happening to me?
I don't know. Old age.
What do you prefer more? Dramatic sports movies or funny sports movies?
prefer?
Where does Like Mike land?
I would say that's a funny.
Gonna say it's a comedy. Yeah.
Like say We Are Marshall versus
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
I think probably drama a little bit more. I think I'd prefer a drama. Not that like I don't like sports comedies. I like this movie a lot, but like the Coach Carter, the
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. Like, come on, like those are so good.
Inspiring movies, Rudy.
Exactly.
They got their funny moments too, but like they're
of
not.
course.
They're not parodies.
No, yeah, like The Longest Yard didn't really do it. Yeah, I would say drama for me.
I think I've watched more sports comedies.
Really?
But I think I enjoy more sports dramas. Like I'm trying to think of all the dude, there's so many sports comedies like now I'm gonna blank on them, but like Mike obviously is one that I grew up watching a lot. Like there's a ton of Adam Sandler ones, a ton of Will Ferrell ones, right? Like even the ice skating one. There's
true, yeah.
the basket. Like there's so many sports comedy movies out there.
Yeah.
That I feel like there's an abundance of them and you can't really miss them. But when a sports drama is done right, like We Are Marshall or Coach Carter or Friday
Love
Night
and
Lights
Basketball.
or
Hardball.
Love and Basketball, yeah, like like I think I just think when they're done right, they're amazing. There was one that came out recently. My God, what was it? It came out in like 2021, and it was a basketball movie, and it was with some like Boston actor, and it was terrible.
Mark Wahlberg?
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Mark Wahlberg do a basketball?
Okay, it's Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
No, it was oh my God, what was it called? He was like Champions.
Yeah.
No,
It's
not
called
Champions, because that's with Woody Harrelson. Yeah, that's another sports like comedy drama right there. Boom. No, but it was some like really serious one where he was like the head coach of like a high school.
Oh, it's Ben Affleck.
Was it Ben Affleck?
It is. He's like the local.
Yeah,
the local
the way
hero
back.
comes back and he coaches
Yeah,
the high
in
school
2020.
team. Yeah, it's not very
and
good.
like those suck. Like
Yeah, it's not very good.
those ones suck. But
Yeah.
like every once in a while, and I feel like this is a good debate to have. Which sport is the best for a movie?
I think football movies are.
I think football.
I don't know. There's
as
something
well.
dramatic about.
Name me
tackles.
like the football movies that you're just like, yeah, these are the ones.
Like Friday Night Lights is awesome.
Friday Night
Yeah.
Lights.
That was a
Rudy,
good one.
probably.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans.
Standing.
We Are Marshall.
We Are Marshall.
Yeah, We Are Marshall.
Yeah.
Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday is another good one, man.
Yeah. Good Lord, that's a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like basketball and football are the best. Like Coach
basketball,
Carter.
too.
I mean, give me
Hoosiers.
some. Yeah, give me some basketball.
Yeah,
ones.
Hoosiers. He Got Game, I think, is one that we haven't talked about.
Yeah.
He Got Game is fantastic. I hate to say it, even Space Jam is fantastic. Right?
It was perfect for us when we were that age. Yes.
Yeah.
True.
And
Yes,
so
yes.
I feel like when it comes to sports movies, like maybe it's just other sports kind of fall behind. Like I can't think of outside of, my God, you're gonna kill me, Trevor. But what's the one baseball movie that everybody loves?
Sandlot?
The Field of Dreams. Is that what it is?
Ugh.
Oh, Field of Dreams. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I'm out
I
on
can't
Costner
really,
at this point. I think. Anyway, that's a whole nother day.
but I can't really
boy.
name another like baseball movie.
I
I
mean,
mean,
A League of
what?
Their Own, Little Big League. Rookie
I'm talking like
Year,
The
Angels in
Rookie.
the Outfield. But yeah, in terms of basically it's The Natural, Field of Dreams.
Angels in the Outfield. We say that already?
Yeah, but we're talking
Yeah,
about
I think so.
dramas.
Oh,
Glory
yeah. fair
Road's
enough.
I
another
mean,
basketball
Moneyball's
one.
Moneyball's a drama.
Oh,
too.
Moneyball.
Moneyball
So
is good. Yeah, I will
freaking
give you money. Yeah, Moneyball is
Holy
good.
frick.
R.I.P. Coliseum last series, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, ever. Over.
Damn.
White Man Can't Jump. I mean, I'm just looking at all these
White Man
basketball
Can't
movies
Jump
right
is
now.
really
There's
good.
great ones, man. But anyway, I'll be honest.
Rabbit hole.
It
Damn.
was always drama for me.
Above the
Yes.
rim.
Comedy has come back and is more just because of my lived experience. But I realized how many dramatic sports movies I watched and how strongly it affected me and what I wanted to do with my life, which is a good thing. It's a good thing, but also
Yes.
like I made it like
Full
real.
personality.
It was like I have to do this because it's all I thought about. and I didn't see any other options, and that is a little thing. But and also, I watched Bull Durham recently, and I was like, man, this is really bad advice from this guy. So like some of this, I'm like, some of these movies are like they show you something as if it's that way, and that's not the way it is, and you get this vision in your head that maybe wasn't. But I don't know. I just feel like that's what movies are for. So there's no really complaint here. Just keep doing what you're doing. But like I just have a different relationship with it now. So I'm enjoying the comedies more often now too, because I'm seeing where they were seeded into and how much of the parody is right on too. So I don't know, but I just thought it would be interesting to learn about you guys because I figured I didn't really know. I couldn't guess, frankly. So I hope the people at home like that too. Okay, Vivian Ward, the opening. How do we feel about the opening of this one? Now, remember, we haven't done since Lord of the Rings. We haven't really done like a, Oscar nominated, like dramatic, serious movie in a while. But still, it's good to check in. I thought it was a 5. Just established the villain good. I gave it a 5.
5.
I got a good villain.
Okay.
Red. Where I'm like, that guy. We hate that guy. And that got it for me.
I mean, I get that. I feel like they start with like the bayou, right? The credits are rolling on the credits. What are they called, Trevor?
It's the credits.
Is that what it's still called?
The title sequence.
Title sequence. It's rolling over the bayou. You get to the field. You get
when
to
did
meet
this come out again?
The Waterboy.
1998.
Yeah, remember when I told you guys they stopped doing this in like 2004?
Oh yeah. It was like the thing that they did. Absolutely. So you get the big title scene, and then you kind of get introduced to the water. I don't know. I mean, I thought it did what it needed to do. Like, okay, this movie's about football, and it's about this kid who's crazy. A grown man who's crazy about water. I don't know. I feel like it's at least a 7. It does exactly what it needs to do. I'm not saying it was like drama worthy, like they're going to win an Oscar, but it told me like where I am, who the main character is, and who the main villain is,
and what type of humor we're going to get as well. It did all those things. It established it well, and it was better than Talladega Nights.
Yes,
it was.
Yes, it was better than that. Yes.
I didn't want to hear that sound. It's haunting my dreams of the birth. Because for reasons. Yeah. For reasons.
Sorry. Being listeners like, oh God.
Oh God. Wish I could have known about that. Skip it. What about you, Pete?
From what I can remember, because I've seen this many times throughout my life. I just remember they did a really good job of showing it being kind of a poor area. Very, very run down. And then you obviously knew he was kind of special in his own right, the way he kind of acted. And they set the bully mentality like right off the bat. And so it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't like it was pointless. So I guess, I'm kind of in that 5 range too.
Okay. Well, F me.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Okay. F both
cool.
of you guys.
Great.
Whatever.
Awesome. Another thing we've actually, I don't know, Pete, if we did this with you last either. But guessing each other's most used quote for very quotable movies. This is still one of those movies where there's more quotes that are used regularly by millennials who've seen it than you would think.
There's one that stands out.
I think I have a good idea. Like I'm trying to think like, okay, Pete probably uses this one because he was always playing sports and it would like he would be in situations where it makes sense to say a lot. And honestly, both of you, frankly, but what was it? We had a basketball one, which was, or Balmy Blazer was the one that I thought 100% was
Balmy
you.
Blazer.
I thought you said Balmy Blazer constantly, just because you're constantly asking for people to pass. But here's how we can do this.
Okay.
You two both say what you think my most used quote is.
Okay.
And then we'll rotate to the next person. And then the two people who aren't that person will guess what theirs is.
Okay.
All right. So you guys go first. What do you think I've said the most from this movie?
Okay. That's tough because there's really only 2 quotes that I almost like religiously say because of this movie.
Oh boy, he's gonna give his away now. He's gonna give his away.
I know.
Should we guess Pete's first then?
Yeah, let's guess Pete's first then. Okay.
Right, we're gonna switch it up.
Paul, you go first.
Okay. All right. Here's what I think. Well, now that he said that, now I don't think he says this, but I feel like this is still very Pete, this quote, for some reason. It's such a one-off too. One of the football players, I can't remember why Bobby was talking to him, but he says something about his mom, and then the football player says, "I'll be playing with your mama tonight." He's like 62, and he remembers his number. I don't know. I just see Pete saying that. I'll be playing with your mama tonight. Like, oh shit, Pete, damn.
No, fortunately not that one.
Damn.
My guess was now that's some high quality H2O.
That's one of them.
Oh, that's really
because
good
I just saw the. Now that's some high quality H2O. Like, I just love the way he says it. It's so good. Like every time I used to do that when I like something would be like super refreshing. So that's definitely one of them.
Damn it, that's good. So you guessed it then, Trevor?
Yeah, I
you
got
it
it
right. Damn.
I got it. All right, do me.
Okay. Pete, you want to go first? You want to guess it?
See, again, this is tough because I only know one other quote, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. But it's my God, what's his name? I'm blanking on his name. Why do I want to say it's like Town?
Farmer Fran?
No. What's his? He's.
Head coach?
I'll just say it. Oh no, we suck again.
Oh, Rob Schneider.
Yeah, Rob Schneider, but I forget his character. Townie, yes. I forget his
Townie,
character name, but yeah.
We
Just
suck again.
Oh no, we suck again. Like,
That's up there. That's up there. Not my number one, but definitely up there.
I
Probably
could
top five.
just see you like
We suck again.
when something goes south in a game and you're not in. I could just see you going, "Oh no, we suck again."
like when you're with the A's. Oh
Yeah. What do you think I said, Paul?
I don't know why. I think you said Gatorade. I don't know. Just saying that.
No, it's. You remember when Bobby Bouchet showed up at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl? Do you? That's what I said the most.
That's the what? That's the quote.
Y'all remember when Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime of the Bourbon Bowl?
Clearly,
and the Mud Dogs won. What the hell am I trying to say?
Seems like you said it a lot.
Halftime, and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl. Do ya? He says the do ya at the end.
Do you?
Dude, I don't know how many times I had to do that, but I still can't do it. I think that's why I keep trying to do it.
Damn.
But I said that a lot. That or stop making fun of me. When he's like, stop making fun of me. I would always do that to my brother.
Oh, really?
But I would say it like him. I'd like narrow my eyes and be like, stop making fun. Like I'm about to tackle him. And then I wouldn't because I was much smaller at the time.
At the time, of course.
God, there's so many good ones. But that was good. What do you think for Paul, Pete? What do you think Paul used?
What do you think I said?
I'm gonna stick with the Rob Schneider. It's going to be the "you can do it" because that's all I remember from this is his lines when it came to those quotes.
You can do it. I did say that one a lot, but that's not my most used one. That is a solid one though.
You either said the devil a lot, or you said it was going to be a touchdown pass. You crazy asshole. I don't know about the time. You just say it. I would just say that sometimes. We're watching a football game, like you said it would be a touchdown pass, you crazy asshole.
Well, see, I probably would have if I wasn't terrified of swearing in my house at any given time.
Good point.
But again, I say like one-off ones I feel like aren't even that popular. They just get me for some reason. So the one I said the most is, "You sound like a big choo-choo train."
Oh, that's good, dude. Oh, you sound like a choo-choo train.
Woo! Woo!
I
Like
love
a big
that
choo-choo
guy's
train.
last name is Meanie, too.
It is. It's just meanie.
Big Meanie. It's so funny.
It's one of those things because I'm glad we do this because you go through quotes and you say ones that don't even register in my brain as quotes. They're just like, of course that's the line. Like, of course that's what. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's like a quote I would say all the time. I totally forgot. Even like, "You can do it." I don't know why that slipped my brain of like, oh, that's a quotable thing. But yeah, we would say that constantly. In high school and middle school.
Oh God, the one that's getting me right now is the third string quarterback one who's like, "Oh God, don't hurt me!"
Oh,
like,
yeah. I never said she was the devil.
I never said she was the devil.
I
Oh
said
God,
that
don't
one a
hurt
lot,
me.
too. Never said she was the devil.
Just good. Oh, let's do a little bit of let's really knock this out right here. The Mount Rushmore, Golden Snake Draft. We're gonna do our favorite quotes, so we can just start firing them out there. They don't have to be favorites. Just throw some good ones out there. That we haven't said yet, because I have a list of 50. Now,
jeez,
PM, you know, like you said, if you can't remember enough, that's fine. Paul and I can just go back and forth, or we can just start throwing them out there.
Ahead.
We'll do it real quick. I'll start us, okay?
All right, you go for it.
Looks like you could use a shower, Stinky.
It's a solid
Right at
one.
the beginning.
Solid. Okay. The medulla oblongata. My favorite ones.
Hey, Waterboy, you're fired. Okay.
Dude, I was like legitimately sad for him, actually. That was really good acting. I was like,
it really was.
Goodness gracious. I said Joe Montana.
Oh, what is Joe Montana was a quarterback.
You crazy. Yeah, you idiot. Yeah. I said Joe Montana.
You idiot. Yeah. I always
He's
thought
the
he
best
said crazy
tackler I've seen since Joe Montana.
I said Joe Montana. When Bobby's talking to his mom and he goes, she's like, but Mom, why can't I play football? Don't you raise your voice to me, Bobby Bouchet. And he goes, I don't like confrontation. I'm a Virgo. And I was like, dude, that's freaking great. This whole thing is great. I didn't even know he talked about being a Virgo before.
Yeah,
It's funny to me now, because now at this point on, when my son is born, he is going to be a Virgo.
Oh, there you go. He's not going to like confrontation.
If I get a Bobby Boucher, that'd be great.
Who told you was a Virgo? All right, that's really good. I like this one is when his Vicky Valancourt and him and his mom are having dinner for the first time, and his mom goes, Bobby, they ever catch that gorilla that escaped from the zoo and punch you in your eye? And he's like, I get the search continues.
The search continues. When Mama Boucher is talking to Coach Klein, and she's like, they're telling the story of his dad back in 1966. Pick up sticks. She just throws a pick up sticks in there.
That had to be ad-lib, dude.
I had no idea that was there until this watch. I was like, why did she say that? That's so funny.
Because it rhymes. When Bobby Boucher is finally standing up for himself to his mom, and he's saying all the things that he loves right before he walks out the door, and he comes back and said, and she showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
Every pubescent boy was like, me too.
Yeah, she showed me her boobies.
Every time Mom said Debble,
oh yeah,
really great. Just a couple quick ones here, because that's like what 15 we just did each.
Oh, dude. I got one more. I only got one.
Okay,
left.
hit me with it.
All right. It's from the crazy townie guy. Well, wake her ass up. We're gonna win tomorrow.
Wake her ass up. Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. You're so funny.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Nice rapid fire. Very good.
That was very good. And my last one is Colonel Sandals, you're wrong. And then everyone kept saying "who dat," which is their thing that like the Saints say, and that's which was really cool. I didn't notice that until I knew that. I was like, oh yeah, like that's the area, and they added that in. Everyone kind of said that, so that's pretty cool.
I didn't even realize that. Oh, that's neat. Okay, very cool.
Last game of the year, can't hold anything back now. We know.
Because he didn't hold anything back.
Those two bantering is actually funny too. Like I wonder if they just like let them do that, because they're real commentators.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really funny. Yeah, dude. The lines can't hold anything back now. That's the whole thing. That's so funny. It was in Dodgeball too. I just love. I don't know why that's funny.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But it's probably a nod, frankly, to that movie. And he spit in the cooler.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one too. Just the accent the whole time was incredible. All right, what about some scenes? What are your favorite moments of this movie? Or I don't know, funny bits they do throughout the thing.
One of my favorite scenes is when he calls in to Captain Insano. I've loved that scene so very much because that was like the height of me being into wrestling. So like actually calling in to, I'm pretty sure that's the Big Show, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, so this is our pop quiz. I had a pop quiz question I was going to tell you about, and I think PM's going to be in on this too. He was Big Show, but at this time he wasn't Big Show.
Oh, he wasn't?
It was who he was before he joined the WWE.
Oh, shit.
When he was
Captain
in the
Insano?
WCW.
Oh.
His name's I think it's Stephen Wright is his name, real
Uh-huh.
name. But he went by what moniker before that? And by the way, the guy interviewing him also was employed by WCW as the job he's doing. So that was all scripted, but they got the real guys to do it.
I mean, that's amazing. Strong words from a strong man.
He's not the Big Show. PM, do you know?
No, I don't.
He is
Andre
known
the
as
Giant? No,
the
it's
Giant.
different.
Yes.
Wait, the Giant?
He was the Giant after Andre. He basically became the Giant after Andre the Giant passed away. And he just went the Giant, and then he became the Big Show.
They classified WWE events as movies.
No.
Who's they?
Yeah, I'm looking up his movies.
Who's they?
I don't know.
Government?
I'm looking up movies, and it says the Waterboy blank, WrestleMania, WWE, WWE, and like they give them like credits for it.
That's pretty cool. Like big events, probably big pay-per-view events. I bet you if they're pay-per-view, then you get credit for it. Because they are acting. It's really hard acting.
Oh, absolutely.
Pro wrestling's fascinating. It's fascinating with the stuff they go through. It's crazy. John Cena does a bunch of interviews when he talks about like all the ins and outs. It's really, really, really fascinating. Because it is hard. Those guys get messed up.
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if you want a movie that'll make you bawl your eyes out, watch Iron Claw about professional wrestling. Holy crap! It's the saddest movie I've ever seen. But phenomenal. You should see it.
Okay.
Captain Insano, yes, it was. He is the Giant. And later in the movie, because we didn't get the quotes, he says powerbomb compliments of Captain Insano. So the Giant, Captain Insano, or the Big Show, that actually wasn't his signature move. His was the choke slam, obviously, because he's huge. That's what big
of course.
But what professional wrestler did have the powerbomb be their signature move? And he's a little bit more old school. He's very, very famous, and he also had a reality TV show at one point.
Hulk Hogan?
It's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, there you go.
He was the powerbomb. He was Mr. Powerbomb. Because I remember they were trying to get him to powerbomb Andre the Giant once, and he's just too big. He couldn't, nobody can do it.
There's no way
they had him choke slam him instead.
Makes more sense.
Or suplex him. He did whatever the easiest move was because no one could actually move Andre the Giant. Because he's 7'4", 600 pounds.
He's 7'4"?
He was 7'4". He had 30% more teeth than a normal person.
What?
He definitely had a gigantism or whatever. He had to have
30% more teeth.
Yeah, he had a bunch
He's
of
still
extra
alive.
teeth.
He's still alive.
No. He passed away a long time ago.
He did. What do you mean a long time ago?
Before this movie came out.
Andre the Giant, or not Andre the Giant? You're saying
Andre.
Okay,
Andre the Giant.
I'm getting
big
confused.
Andre, Princess Bride Andre the
Yeah,
Giant.
that guy. Yes, no, he did. All right, I was like the Big Show, the Giant is okay. Got it. Big Show's still alive.
Big Show is I believe he still kind of makes appearances.
Okay, he's also 7 foot apparently. By the way,
but it's funny. Andre Giant had 4 inches on him.
Oh my god,
which is nuts. He's like Yao Ming's height, but 600 pounds. He outweighs Shaq by 200 pounds.
Oh my god!
Think about that.
I would never.
I can't even imagine. Or he did anyway. But that's probably why he passed away at 49 because you can't hold that. Anyways, any other scenes you guys like, Pete?
Yeah, 2. One of them because it's unfortunately engraved in my brain. I can't remember the actual context of it, but it's the slow motion catch scene for a touchdown. But there's the brief moment where they cut to the sideline. Yeah, just twisting his nipples.
Yeah, Farmer Fran.
I forgot about it, and then I saw it was dying.
Every once in a while, that'll pop up as a GIF, and I always see that and laugh every time. And then that one, and I would say any of his tackling moments, I think were always great to me. Like when they would anger him about the water, or they would do something about that, and you would see the rage unleash. Really sound tackling, by the way. Like it's perfect form.
It is actually
heads to the side, shoulder first, and it's like super sound. So like that was really satisfying.
No helmet to helmet in the whole movie.
Yep. Yeah.
Except for there was one where he went flying and spun a guy, but like I don't think they went helmet to helmet either. So like it was really high quality tackling for sure. Paul, anything else? Do you have any more?
Twisting his nipples. Oh my gosh, so freaking good. Do I have any more? I mean, I love the entirety of the classroom scene. That whole thing, fantastic. Ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
So innocent.
Yeah, Mama's wrong again. So that whole thing was just great. Y'all shut up now.
I love that guy became more Colonel Sandersy as the movie went on too.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
I have like the fact that he was riding the ride on lawnmower was how he got around.
Yep.
Which is a nod to Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah.
When he walks into Coach Klein's office, he's trying to come up with a play.
Oh yes.
And he's like, "No, wait, no," and then he goes, "I don't know where I am. I can't breathe. How did I get here?"
Yeah.
I was like, I love his panicking, like his weird stuff he did, Coach Klein's. I thought it was funny. Like when he saw Red as the baby, the Gerber baby.
Yeah, yeah. You have a poop.
That got me again. When Vicky's giving the interview at the game, she's doing the Waterboy duty. She guesses the score, and she's like, "That's what's gonna be." If you look, Mama Boucher's in the back, like dancing.
Yes,
like she wants to be on camera, like because she was scared of the outside world. Now she's like obsessed with it.
Yes.
Which I didn't notice until this watch either. Really, I didn't remember that. That was pretty
Character
funny.
development.
Character development. Yeah, I mean, it's Kathy Bates, bro. Got to use her.
Come on.
Also, when Coach Klein comes over for dinner and they have a snake, he's like, "This looks delicious. What part do you think I have?" She goes, "Well, snakes don't really have parts, but if I had to guess, I'd probably say it's his knee." I was like, "That's so stupid. I love it."
Of all the parts, it would be
and then the best shot, the best moment of this movie is when Bobby gets the flea flicker pitch, and then the smile right before he throws it.
at Vicky Valancourt, dude.
And he like nods, and then underbite smiles, and then throws it. Just chef's kiss, movie magic.
It was really good.
That might have been. I was like, I could watch this over and over again. This is up there with the Ents charging Isengard for me. All right.
That scene.
That scene. Nitpicks. Did anyone have any gripes about the movie? I only have one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the really, really inconsistent use of mouth guards. Like
what?
Only half of the players have a mouth guard in or on their mask, and then half of them just don't have one. They're nowhere to be seen. I was like, are we going to have mouth guards or are we not going to have mouth guards? It just became glaring to me because they're flailing around on their mask. Now, next time you watch it, you're going to be like, oh, now I can't unsee this.
What a weird thing to notice. That's
so
crazy.
Weird. I was like, what is going on? Why? But one thing that is not a nitpick is the fact that Bobby Bouchet had a kicker's helmet from like 1950 with the one bar.
Yes, I did notice that. Yeah,
I love that as well. But other than that, I don't have a lot of gripes. It was fast. It was a tight 90. Short movie.
It was. Yeah, I appreciated that. Yes.
What about you? Got anything?
I mean, no. I mean, not really. I mean,
you can't really nitpick it. It's just like,
I mean, there's one hard R said.
Stupid.
Yeah, there's a hard R. But I mean, it was honestly even that like. I don't know. It was more like, oh yeah, we don't like. It was the mean dude. They weren't saying it as a joke, making fun of anybody we like. We were just like, oh,
yeah, it was the mean dude that we're all supposed to hate anyway.
He took it too far. Yeah, that guy just took that too far. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't make fun of these people. And I like that. I like that a lot. But other than that, like, I think go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if anything, I think I would have liked to have gotten more into the kicker's backstory a little bit. I thought that could have been interesting if they played like into his friendship a little bit more. But I understand you only have so much time in the movie, to do certain things. So I get it. I think it would have been over like at least 2 hours if you did that. But that's about it. I like that character. I think he was really, really likable. and he just had, I don't know, I kind of wish because it almost seems like when he visualizes that ball and it's a clan member's head, it almost feels like it's a callback, like they did shoot something related to that, but then
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Then they
He
scrapped it.
he had a couple moments where they gave him the Waterboy channeling. Like even in the when he's doing the onside kick at the end, he's like,
Yeah.
that's my man. That's my guy
Yeah,
right
that's
there."
my
Like,
bitch. Yeah,
so
yeah.
it
Yeah.
it sounds like, yeah, maybe he had a little bit of an arc there and they just left those scenes in because they still made sense, but maybe cut a
Yeah.
lot of his. Because they also he immediately met him. Like he immediately became his friend. So maybe
Yes.
that was a storyline that they had planned on really leaning into, and then for
Yeah.
whatever reason, it just didn't
Fell
pan out
apart.
because it meet him, and he also goes with him to class, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, but it's weird. They were
But
supposed to be
that's
best
it.
friends, but you didn't really have that feeling.
Yes. Yeah, they kinda, it was manufactured, but still believable, but just like, "I kinda wish we delved into this a little bit more." Other than
Yeah, I
that,
agree.
I don't have any nitpicks with the movie.
That's a good one though. It's a really good one.
Thanks, man. I do a
Now I'm
podcast
thinking
about
about it. I'm
movies.
like, wow, yeah, you do. Look at you. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, you do.
You know what you're talking about. People should listen. Um, I added this one in right at the end because I just noticed something I wanted from the movie. So this is a little bit self-serving. Any prop that you could take home.
Oh, I would definitely have one of the Bourbon Bowl jerseys, the Mud Dog Bourbon Bowl jerseys.
I bet you can
I
find one.
I think those are fire, first of all, just them by themselves, but I think it'd be cool to have that kind of memorabilia.
I want when Coach Klein has his mental breakdown, sits down, the little collapsible cup that he pops out.
Bro.
He's like, "Papa." I'm like, "Dude, yes, I know that's just like a camping cup, but that was cool.
It was so
I can just
great.
get one
I
at
did it.
REI for like $8, but
Yeah. I want it.
I want that one.
I
That
do.
one.
I've never had a movie make me like want water more. Like I was like that water from a glacier in Alaska. I was like, I bet that freaking tastes so good. Like,
It's still cold.
oh, it's still cold. Oh, I just wanted to drink water. After that, I'm drinking water right now.
I literally just did. You got me. You got me. You're right. I'm
You
like,
got
dude.
me, dude.
Oh, so crystal. They did do a good job of making that look really refreshing. Honestly, the whole time he made water sound really good. I bet
Yeah.
you a lot of people drink water while watching this movie in theaters.
Oh, I bet.
What about peaks? We have a peak here. I have one peak. I think one person peaked, and everyone else is still honestly doing pretty good. But Vicky Valancourt.
Yeah, Vicky Peaks. Yeah,
I
she had
don't-
everything
I
else
don't-
going on.
Couldn't name another movie.
Couldn't tell you what she's been in.
She was funny, man. I liked her a lot. I liked her character.
Yeah.
Thought she did a lot for him.
Enjoyable.
and
Feruza.
Enjoyable.
Feruza Balk.
Yeah. I don't know. She's probably in some 90s rom-coms or
Some indie stuff. Maybe a Kevin
some
Smith
indie
film.
stuff. Some Kevin Smith film, yeah.
Yeah.
What if she's just has an Academy Award and we have no idea? We're gonna look like idiots. Everything we just said about the having the movie pod ruined it.
Everything. She's
All
like
right.
super famous. Yeah.
All right, let's get into the recast because this is the thing I've been most excited about. What is going on with me tonight? Maybe I don't even have a baby yet.
You're having a hard time.
I'm still sleeping, and this is happening. It's only you're not gonna sleep.
You're not gonna sleep anymore.
Okay, I'll sleep in bunches. So did you get the 5? So we're gonna do Bobby Bouchet, Mama Bouchet, Coach Red, Vicky, and Coach Klein.
You know what, Trevor?
You didn't do it, did you?
I didn't do it. I'm bad at it.
Okay, well I'll present.
I'm bad at it.
Okay, how about this? We're gonna take a little bit. We're gonna pivot. We're gonna hot route real quick.
Hot route.
I'm gonna give you mine.
Okay.
You give me your stamp of approval, or maybe you could do better.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
All right. Hot
Cool.
route. Please go.
I want your reactions to mine. All right.
Okay.
For Bobby Bouchet.
Yeah.
Damon Wayans.
I don't know. Sorry, I wanted to say
You know who Damon Wayans?
There's so many.
Wayans?
Hold on, Damon.
He's Major Payne.
Oh, dude, perfect. Okay,
That's Bobby Bouchet right
that's
there.
Bobby Boucher right there. Yeah, Bobby Boucher.
So-
Okay, that's really good. Honestly, you could recast every single one of these people as the Wayne's brother, and it would be-
Exactly. It could just be a Wayans movie.
Yeah.
Or you could Tyler Perry can make this movie, play
Yeah.
half the characters, and have the weigh-ins, and they're good. They got the whole thing covered.
They're good.
They could. He could crush it.
All right, Damon's good.
There could be a Tyler Perry version of the Waterboy, and it'd still probably be pretty good.
Yeah.
Mama Bouchet, and remember these actors are like just wherever their prime is. Just imagine everyone's in their prime at the same time. So there's people who are older than other people, whatever. It's not about now. It's just about like wherever their iconic roles are. Imagine them doing it in their iconic role.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Bouchet, I have Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer.
You know her.
Hold on. I'm sure I do. Octavia.
She's great.
Now I know a new name for my daughter. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Come on.
Yeah. She's great.
Outstanding.
She could crush that just same way that Kathy Bates does. Honestly, she could do it exactly the same way, and it'd be great.
They have the exact same energy. These two.
Same energy.
Yes.
They're serious actors. Octavia is award-winning. Done some really good stuff. All right, Coach Red. I have Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel could do it.
Because if Denzel leans into being funny, like being over the top,
he
can do it. Just all he's got to do is Training Day, just way over the top.
But like goofy with like a crazy accent. Yeah.
Yeah. But like getting like all in someone's face and being super serious. Yeah, I could see that. For Vicky Valancourt, I have Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish. Can I see her doing Tiffany Haddish with Damon Wayans? I could see it. I could see Tiffany Haddish doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I think she would lean. I think she has the range to go crazy with it. I'm trying to think like who could go nuts, over the top, like improv style,
but like also be menacing, which I think she
scary
could do
as
that
hell
really
too.
Well. Yeah,
yeah, she's scary as hell. She can get scary. I know that.
That's what's gonna be. Okay,
yeah,
all right,
because that's what's gonna be.
Right.
You can imagine her
I
yelling
can see
that.
her doing that.
Yeah. And then for Coach Klein, there's kind of two versions. So if I want more of the Henry Winkler type, I'm going with Lamorne Morris, who is Winston from New Girl.
Huh. For Coach Klein, I see him a little bit too goofy.
Really? I see him as having no confidence. I'm going with the very not confident.
I see what you're saying. Yes. Okay.
Maybe he doesn't make the same type of jokes, but I could see him getting like trying to retreat,
intimidated. Yeah. Okay,
being intimidated by Denzel, 100%.
Oh yeah, that's actually
imagine
really
Denzel
true,
yelling at Lamorne Morris.
I would love to see that.
And then my honorable mention for that, just out of the sake of just for the sake of like kind of over the top parody, LeBron James. Because he's just a freak athlete and he's just so not confident.
Yes.
And it's funny because it's LeBron and we all know LeBron. Like kind of like in Trainwreck when he's like, I forgot my wallet.
I actually think I would love to see LeBron in a role like that. That would be a ton of fun.
He will definitely act when he is retired.
I hope he does.
I hope he does too. He's good at that too. So, but I just thought that would be kind of a funny, like if you're like, they set up the character. We're like, oh, we kind of know what he is or what to expect. And we're like, yeah, he's kind of skittish. Don't scare him. You walk in, it's a 6'8" LeBron James.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck? What? And like you're the only one who sees it. You're like, what? That's LeBron James.
Exactly.
No, it's not. It's Coach Klein. Yeah, I thought the Damon Wayans. As soon as I got that, I was like, oh, we're good.
You're on a roll from there. Damn.
Yeah. He could
crush it.
I mean, Major Payne.
You should cast. You should do movie casting.
I should make movies.
But like, isn't there like a job for people who cast actors and actresses and stuff? Like, isn't that a thing?
Yeah, casting directors.
Casting director. Boom, found your job.
Yeah. Evidently, though,
if someone was like,
you want to be in this, and then 90% of people are like, no.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Because someone's gonna be like, eventually, be like, hey, look, everything's a remake now. We're making Waterboy 2, but we need all BIPOC. What do you got? You hit him with this list. Hired.
If I reached out, I was like, hi, I'm a straight white man making a BIPOC movie. Do you want to be in it? I promise I'll do it justice. No, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm calling on behalf of Jordan Peele, and he's making the horror version of the Waterboy.
Yeah, just tell him I came up with it. They'll be like, oh, okay,
there you go.
There,
yeah, dude, be my partner.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it. All right, final rating.
Final rating on this movie, I'm going to give it a solid. I'm going to give it a 7.5. That's a rewatchable one for me. I definitely watched this movie again. Laughed at a bunch of scenes that I'd forgotten about, and very nostalgic for me as well. I remember having a crush on Vicky Valancourt. I mean, all good stuff. All freaking good stuff.
I'm giving it an 8.5. This is one of the ones I'm going to show to my son.
Yes.
When he's old enough, guys. I'm not crazy. I'm going to wait till he's 5, okay?
I'm not crazy.
We're going to watch this, followed by Braveheart.
Immediately, yes.
Straight into the 10 Saw movies in a row.
Oh my God.
It's a joke. I don't even like those movies. I'm not going to do that.
I don't even like them.
Yeah, I got an 8.5. I honestly, it was like a 7.5. Like, yeah, it's one of them. And I just like that. The pickup sticks thing made me start noticing all this little stuff. And I was like, it's just fun, man. It's just a fun movie, well executed. It doesn't drag. It's thing to thing to thing to thing.
Yes.
They didn't try to milk it. I'm so tired of having my attention milked like I'm a cow. I don't like it.
Yeah. They do that,
I don't
man.
like it.
They try to get every last drop in that milk. It's sweet, sweet milk.
Yeah, well, who wants the half attention milk? You know what I mean? Like side monitor? Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
I guess Netflix is doing that now. They're making movies with that in mind. What?
Really?
Stop.
Yuck.
Stop it. Anyway,
Neither
here nor there. That's for a different pod called "I'm So Tired of This."
You know what really
Presented
grinds
by
my gears?
Trevor May. That is probably going to happen at some point where I'm just going to pick things and explain to you why I hate them. And we can all just complain together. But then at the end,
there's not enough of that in this world.
It's not half of YouTube. And then at the end, we'll talk about the good parts of it or something. I'll give you better solution. I don't know what we're gonna do, but it's gotta end good or no one will like it. Anyway. Any hoozle. That was our show.
Heck of a show.
Waterboy. Remember, we are sponsored this week by, and next week, frankly, by Underdog Fantasy. Use code MCA at checkout, or when you make your account, I guess. You're not buying anything. When you make your account, and you can get the bonus deposit. And if you already have an account, but you haven't actually put anything into it yet, you can still use code MCA when you make your account. Please, every sign up helps, guys. I'm looking you in the eyes right now. Make your account, use that code, and Paul and I are gonna figure out a way to beat you at this.
That's right.
I don't know how yet, but it's happening. It's gonna happen very, 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 very soon.
I don't want to undersell it either. I mean, this is a sponsorship, big deal for us here at the pod. Big deal, big sponsorship. Really appreciate them deciding to sponsor this podcast, and we look forward to seeing you guys over on Underdog Fantasy. So
yes, we do. Yes, we do. Also, join the Discord and leave a 5-star rating wherever possible. I'm pretty sure you can do it on Spotify these days, so that would be very helpful for people to find the show that haven't seen it yet. Next week, actually, that concludes our three week comedy round.
Yeah,
so it might be a surprise next week. We haven't actually figured out that movie yet. Yeah. So
why don't we a new one? We'll pick it in the middle of the week here, what we want to do, and then we'll announce it in the Discord. How about that?
There you go. So you won't know unless you're there. And also, the social medias will come back. That is a new thing that I'm also working on, too. So stay tuned for that. We love you guys. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next week on the Make It in Action podcast. Goodbye.